Sweet, man. I seen you all over YouTube, so keep doing your thing, man. Just want to say hi. I saw you from my top car. Yeah, sweet.
We're in the great state of Michigan. I've met a new spot here. I've never been to this spot before. Got ourselves a little ledge here. My name's Dan Mancina, and I'm a skateboarder who happens to be blind. Most people have an idea of blindness that's skewed, and that's just from not knowing or not experiencing it. You wouldn't really know what it's like, so, you know, trying to do my part to change that. There you go. Now you're in it. You don't really notice you're losing your vision. It's not like you see blind spots. You always just see whatever vision or field of view that you have, that's all that you see. So you don't really notice what you don't see. Mid-20s is when it started to actually affect me and the things I did, and that's kind of when I stopped driving and lost a lot of my independence. That's a huge thing to lose and to deal with. Everything was affected in my life, so eventually got to the point where I wouldn't, you know, leave my house. I couldn't even like walk around my block without being with somebody. Hello?
Yo, we're here. Still fucking skate.
Yeah, you ready? All right, I'm coming out. Go! It stopped me from skating for sure. I thought that whole part of my life was over. There's a lot of stigma and these perceptions and ideas that people have about the blind that I kind of assumed were true about the blind. It took me a couple years to realize that I had to stop searching for what a blind person is and just focus on exactly what I was and what I wanted to do. And that was skateboarding for me. God. I started realizing that people were treating me differently as a blind person, and I wanted to kind of push it back against that. So I started making these Instagram videos of me doing things that you wouldn't necessarily expect a blind person to do. Here we go. Here we go. Idea to do a skateboarding one, so I built a little bench and I skated it. It's kind of like a slow, gradual rekindling of that passion or that fire. You know, people were like stoked on those videos, so I was like, oh, I guess I'll skate a little bit more. And then I realized like, oh, I can like actually still do this and still have fun at it and still progress and just get that fulfillment out of it like I once did that I didn't think I'd be able to do. I used to rely on shadows when I had a little bit more vision. Now it's all off feel. It's all off using my cane and my hands to feel objects. It's about using timing. starting a certain distance from an obstacle and then starting in the same spot so that when I roll up to it enough times, eventually I have an understanding of when I'm going to, get close to the object or approach it, and then using my cane to tap on it.
We at the Wig in Detroit, about to give Dan his board. I don't think he knows about it, so it's about to be a pretty surreal moment. I mean, I don't know many blind skaters that can do it like him or in general, so it's pretty wild.
Everybody, thank you for coming. It's Dan Mancina's birthday today, so we'd like everybody to help us wish him a happy birthday. And we got something special for you.
Come grab a cane and a blindfold and attempt the blindfold challenge.
I'm going to build a skate park that is designed for skateboarders who are visually impaired. It's going to use universal design so that it's accessible for any kind of impairment and any, what you would say, quote unquote, normal person or normal functioning person. Whether it's like adaptions or sounds or whatever cues help. Using all of the body senses to help navigate and skate obstacles. And then hopefully use that to apply to future parks that are being built. Kids and people growing up and living with visual impairments and blindness don't always have the same opportunities as the sighted world. And I try to do my part to introduce skateboarding to those people, especially children with blindness and visual impairments, and give them just an opportunity to experience as much as they can, right? Experience something different. Don't be dictated by what other people think you're capable of, because if I did that, then I definitely wouldn't be skating. So just got to figure out what you love and figure out how to do it.